All right, witnesses have come forward linking Gilgo Beach suspect Rex Heuermann to two more victims who were both sex workers. But it's the context, and it's also their credibility. The witnesses claim they saw the victims with Heuermann, and that Heuermann's wife may know more than she's letting on. Let's bring in Jennifer Coffindaffer, former FBI and NewsNation law and justice contributor. Here are the two main. Karen Vergata, 24-year-old. Why? Well, this is the intriguing one. The witness and her boyfriend gave Karen a ride to Heuermann's home in 1996. Why? To swing with Rex and wife Asa. Asa didn't want to that night, they say. Claims Asa told her she was afraid of her husband. The witness says Shannan ran out of the house naked. Now, one, that doesn't mean that he killed somebody, but it does bring the wife into the loop of what was known and not known.
Well, it certainly does, Chris. This is the first we've really heard about interaction with the wife being involved in anything other than, Chris, those hairs, right? Which sort of makes her connected in a way that we think is innocent, but isn't innocent. But back to this particular witness. This witness should be able to be corroborated with all these details. In other words, she needs to describe that interior of the house. She needs to describe Asa. What does she look like? What was she like? There's ways to corroborate the story. How about the boyfriend, who was a police officer reportedly? That individual needs to be interviewed. There's a lot of corroboration that can be done to see if witness number one is telling the truth.
Right. And when I said witness says Shannan ran out of the house, it's witness says Karen ran out of the house naked. Now, the next witness is a single mother, drove a taxi in 2009. This one is a little bit more of speculation. Thinks Rex killed Shannan Gilbert, which is why I misspoke. Why? Because in 2009, she picked up a shaking, crying girl from Sayville Mortar Lodge. She was a sex worker with Heuermann, got in the cab, said, have to get away from him, was given an envelope stuffed with paper instead of money. The witness also picked up Rex another time from a bar. He was with a woman, told her, we're going for a long ride in the woods. She said no. He threatened to kill her. Dispatcher voice came on, scared him. He left the car, went to the woods, and shot his gun off twice. What do you make of that one?
Well, that one is a little bothersome to me, and I'll tell you why, Chris. It seems odd that this same taxi driver would intersect with Rex Heuermann not once, but twice in two completely separate instances. I think the chances of that are pretty low.
Now, there are two other witnesses who are former sex workers who remember Rex Heuermann and have, concerning. Remember, there's a third one. We had her on the show early on, who went on a date with Heuermann and left because she was so worried about how creepy he was. I think that what we're going to see here is, once again, that former police chief really stopped the momentum of this investigation when they might have linked Heuermann to a lot more cases. Do you think that could still happen?
I think it could still happen. He's definitely seems like he wants to look into this and make sure that none of these individuals are tied in. So certainly at the press conference today, he seemed very open to that and really promised to look into this thoroughly.
And I'm not implicating the wife. I'm just saying, as I've said from the beginning, it is hard to believe she knew nothing about what her husband was doing. Not necessarily murder, but his sex life. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.